uh, refresh anything. Mashiro, Mashiro, okiro, Mashiro, wake up, Mashiro. Eh? And um,
Uh,
this right here will go to you, Anthony.
that was dangerous. That was close. This is really bad. Um, in the middle of test, I slept in the middle of test.
Yep, I fell asleep in the middle of class. Yabe. Da-da-da. Um, 大丈夫か主観テスト中に爆睡してるやつなんて初めて見たぜ、見たぞ。Are you okay? This is the first time I've ever seen someone that has been fast asleep during their midterm exam. And the next bubble here will go to you, Anthony.
あずきにもみんなにも勉強したんだって思われたような。で、テスト全然できねえの。すげえバカって思われる。huh? Even Azuki and everyone else don't. Uh, to some extent, have um have studied. I think that with that test zenzen de kine no suge baka te omo. I thought that like uh with that the test is is you're not able to like do the test um and I think you're you're really stupid.
Do you know what nani
uh
means?
Nani is what?
What does nanika mean?
What? Nanika is something.
Yes, and what is nanimo?
uh Even what? Even
You're right. Even what, which is everything, right? Or nothing
uh
versus the something. So this is very similar with the don dake, right? There's no ka here, so it's not some amount. It is more like even, I would say, with the dake here. So it's like how much is what we say in English. How much did she study? Meaning like they studied a whole bunch. They studied like allness, not like they studied a little bit, which is what the sound would feel like. And then omowareru. Uh, do you know what form that is?
aru I forgot.
Reru is passive form. So the
Passive.
one who's
Okay.
doing thinking is not the speaker here. It's not I, because it's Mashiro, right? So it's not I
Yeah.
think. It is being thought of me. So in other
Ah.
words, in this context, it's probably the idea is that everybody is thinking that I am a idiot. I couldn't do the test at all. Everybody must think I'm stupid.
Okay.
うん本当に
Oh,
徹
what's
夜
the de? Uh,
ドゥドゥドゥドゥド ゥ
What's the de there?
de. So de is a word kind of thing that like shows that he kind of is. So there's the previous line, right? There's not. He's like
Yeah.
saying this, and then wait a second, and saying the next thing. So de is very similar to
Uh,
the word wait, but you're saying like pause that train of thought. I have a new train of thought to say. So it's a little bit. It's very similar to like and so in a way, but the it's just like a de, like wow, wait type of thing. So in this full
uh,
line, it'd be like how much I want. Uh, um, Everybody's thinking, man, I wonder how. Everybody, I wonder how much everybody thinks that they studied. Wait, I couldn't do the test at all. Everybody must think I'm an idiot. 勉強したんだって思われたんだ。What to do there is a little bit weird. Ah! Do. 本当に徹夜で絵の練習したんだ. Did you really stay up all night practicing the draw art? Next bubble here is this.
仕事場で0時過ぎまで、また親から電話来て、家に帰って学校に来るまで、仕事場で。Until it was like midnight on the in the workplace. Again, from my dad. Wait, is it parent? I think it's
It
parent.
is
From
parent.
my
It does
parent.
not specify the gender.
Okay. So from my parent, a telephone call came, telling me to like go back home, return home. 家に帰って学校に来るまで。Until I went, I'm going to school. I don't, I can't translate the last part. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
the mud is not really making sense, but basically he was at the workplace until 0, and then he got a phone call from his parents, went home, and then he did the same thing, right? He practiced drawing art until, right, until he went to school. So he went home from, midnight, and then till school time,
Yeah,
8 a.m., he practiced at his house.
I see.
登校中に頭引いてなかったら、ペンでテスト受ける勢いだった。So he says, on the way to school, when I wasn't, my head hadn't fully cooled off, so I was taking the test with this pen thing all like rigorously. And the next bubble here goes to you, Anthony.
これで受けてれば寝ずに済んだだろうけど、これで受けてる。Receiving this, if I receive this, if I take this, 寝ずに済んだ。I won't completely, I won't be completely sleeping.
Good guess. So let's stop with
だろうけど。
ukeru. I did this line over here. Test ukeru. What does that mean?
To take a test.
To take a test. So this right here, he's saying if I take a test with this, then the test will sunda. Do you know what the verb sumu means?
To complete.
Yes. Then I'll complete the test. How will I complete the test? In what way?
By not sleeping.
Exactly, because I'm using the pen to take the test. Perfect. Which is a harder pen to use than a normal one. すげえ、マジで持ってきてる. It's like, whoa, he really is coming with carrying that pen. Next bubble here, go see you, Anthony.
Okay. とにかくこれになれなきゃ話にならない。漫画に限界ないしな。Anyway, これになれなきゃ。If I don't become accustomed to this, then 話な。If I don't get accustomed to this kind of speaking, then
No.
it
A
won't
kya's
do.
right here. これになければ. If I don't get
okay.
used to this, you
Iba.
can't really take the verb and go backwards. Doesn't work like that. If it's the only time you can do that is with a
Uh,
relative clause, right, where you're describing the noun. But we don't have a relative clause. We got nakya,
yeah.
nakereba naranai. So we do have
Uh,
naranai. What does naranai mean?
um, it won't do. Like
It
it's
won't do. It won't become. What will not become? The hanashi will not become. So the story will not happen if I do not get used to it. This right here is a little bit hard because the word story in English does not work the way the word story does in Japanese. Hanashi, right, is literally anything that has to do with the idea of storyness. So this is a conversation, this is an idea, this is what you did the other day. It's all those kind of vague ideas for it. It's not like the word English, which insinuates a make believe story that someone made up or something. Like what a fishy story or whatever. In this
uh,
context, he's talking about becoming a mangaka because contextually we know he's been trying to become a mangaka. The reason why he's been practicing with the pen is that he wants to become a mangaka. So he doesn't get used to traveling with a pen. It's a different story, is what we say in English. It's a different story if I don't get used to using my pen. That's the hanashi naranai. It's totally not possible to get the story of becoming a mangaka to happen if I don't get used to it.
okay. 漫画に限界ないしな。it's manga doesn't have any limit. Like
Yes,
it's not
perfect.
limited to anything.
Genkai, there's no limits to manga? Do do do. テストと違って答えがあるわけじゃない。絵も話も上限ないじゃん。よりいい方がいい。So he says it's different than taking a test. It's not like there is a specific answer for making a manga. There really isn't any kind of upper limit when you're talking about the story or the art of a manga. Um, More than that, it's just you gotta be good. いい方がいい. It's better to just be good. And he says, okay. And the next thing he says goes to you, Anthony.
俺、こんなに時間もったいないって思ったことない。こんなに真剣に何かに打ち込んだことも。俺、こんなに時間がもったいない。me, こんなに、at this time, もったいないって思ったことない。I, it's not something もったいない is like something you regret or
Yeah,
もったいない
what a pity.
もったいない思ったこと that is a thing that I think it's not a thing that I should be thinking about like the もったいない こんなに真剣に何かに打ち込んだことも I should be really serious doing this thing.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Yep. Yeah. So この時間が
Okay.
もったいないって思ったことない. So I cannot think that it's been such a pity what I'm doing all this time. That's just what that said. So he's basically saying I gotta use up all my time and not think, man, if only I was using that special pen during my math class. Because you gotta get used to this pen. このまま仕事場に行くけど、囚人も行く? Well, I'm gonna go to the workroom. Are you also gonna come, 囚人? Oh, and he says, yeah. And these bubbles over here are all pretty short, so they'll all go to you, Anthony.
嬉しそうな主人。合鍵主人の分、いいのか主人も好きな時に 行けた方がいいだろう。Thank you. So the first bubble is what is she saying? Uh, I'm I'm like I kind of like this, Shujin. Shujin.
I'm kind of happy.
Aikagi. I'm kind of happy, Shujin. What's Aikagi? I don't know. Is it
So, do you know
like
what a
the
kagi
same
is?
key?
You're right, same key.
Kagi is
Is what it says,
key.
matching key. So this means he made a duplicate key.
Match. Ah, a match. This is a duplicate key. This is your half, Shujin. This yours. いいのか? Is it okay? 主人も好きな時に行けた方がいいだろう。even 好きな時に、あ、okay. So 主人, you can even go there whenever you want.
Yep,
And it's okay. Then thank you is thank you.
perfect. Phew. すげえ、やっぱ最高の絵の才能半端じゃねえよ。Wow. You know, Psycho, your ability to draw really isn't just half-ass. たった一日で漫画の絵描ける. In just one day, you were able to make art that looked like it belongs in a manga. 全然ダメだって. It's not good at all. どこか? Well, where is it not good? And the next two bubbles here will go to you, Anthony.
線が硬いし、太さがめちゃくちゃ、めちゃくちゃ漫画の絵にはなってない。そうか。So the first bubble is like the line is a bit hard. It's hard. 太さが. The thickness is like all over the place. 漫画の絵にはなってない。It's not unbecoming of a drawing of a manga. Is that right? So guys, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
そうか。That's so. 俺には十分、いや、もはや下手な漫画家よりうまいじゃん? He says, wow, for me, this seems good enough. Oh, wait, no, really, it seems like it's much better than like those manga with the not as well made drawings. やっぱ G pen ってむずいよ. You know, the G pen is really hard to use. 頭の中でイメージしてる房に書けない. I really can't make the line as thick as I want it to be as I'm imagining in my head. Next line will go to you.
漫画に限界はないか。この調子だけど最高。調子だ、この調子だと最高。とんでもなくうまくなるな。漫画に限界はないか。There's no limit to like a manga. この調子だと最高。With this condition, with this mood, とんでもなくうまくなるな。You can't become, you won't be able to become good or outstanding.
Where did the won't come from?
Come again, sorry.
You said he won't become good. Where did the won't come from?
The won't is like the na.
Oh, this nah. I see where that. You're right. Nah can mean don't, but it not
Yeah.
not as a don't needs to be in order. So it has to be someone saying like don't do that, and like you kind of need context for it. But if you're thinking in your head, It doesn't really work because you don't have that intonation of like
Yeah,
"sawarina," right? You wouldn't think that in your head,
yeah.
"sawarina." So because of that, it can't be "don't do it na." Uh, just from context. But you're right. Theoretically, "umaku naru na" means do not become good. But it doesn't really make sense because naru as a verb has a lack of personal doingness, right? That's suru. So it says umaku suru. You could say suruna, but you can't say naruna. Not like really, because naruing is a passive becoming. Even though you can like try to make yourself get better, it's not. It's like it's not like it's you can't just decide on your own that you're going to be getting better. If that makes any sense. Like naru is like it's just like a naru is the more passive than like suru, which can both be used to mean
Uh,
to come to be in certain contexts. Uh, Even though you're making it happen, it's possibility you could try and you wouldn't get better, right? Because
yeah.
that possibility exists, you can't really order someone not to get more not eating of something. It wouldn't really make sense with the Pacific verb that's coming here because it's more of a passive verb in the first place. But anyway, the na here is more like it's like ne. You've seen ne at the end of a sentence. So ne means you're
Uh,
talking to somebody else saying right, and a na means you're talking to yourself. It's the more musing version of ne, but it's
uh,
used for the same kind of purpose. Just ne means you're saying it out loud. So nah, it's just like that wistfulness. So ignoring that, everything else was right. Basically saying, man, he really is gonna become super good. This psycho, really, wow, kind of vibe. まずいから一度ガラペンも使ってみた. And he says it's hard, so I decided to once again try the Gabura pen. And Gabura pen. It says the Gabura pen. It says yeah, this pen. And the next bubble will go to you.
俺、つけペンってこれのことを言うんだと思ってた。これが一番ノーマルだろ。あ俺、つけペンってこれの、this つけペン、this felt pen, これのこと言うんだと思ってた。これのこと言うん、talking about これのこと言うんだと。I was thinking about talking about this pen. これが一番 normal. Isn't this the number one normal?
Yep. This is number one normal pen. おじいさんも G ペン知らずにこれで書いてて、編集者に G ペン使えって言われてから挑戦したけど、もう変な癖がついてて、使いこなせなくて、ずっとこれ使ってた. So my uncle, he didn't know about the G pen, so because he just drew using this pen right here, the Gata pen, and his editor was like, "Hey, go over and use this G pen." So he was like, "Okay, I'll go challenge myself and try using this pen." But he had some strange habits, from using the not G pen, and because of that, he was unable to master the G pen and decided to just, man, I'll just continue using the Gata pen. And the next bubble here goes to you, Anthony.
線の強弱は出にくいけど、逆に一定の太さの線は書きやすい。線の強弱。what's 強弱? Strong
So
points?
you're right, they're strong, and then we have Jaku for weak. So they're strong. So basically,
Uh,
it's both a strong and weak. So he's basically
is it
saying
pros
like
and cons?
exactly the pros and cons.
Yeah, okay. Sen- Also, the lines pros and cons are then it's hard to like let it come out. But逆に言ってのon the other side 逆に言っての太さの線はif you use like the the fatter one uh, if they know futosa no sen if you're going to like draw a fatter line then it's really easy to draw it.
Yes.
It's,
Um,
okay.
I would guess the kyojaku in this context, the strong and weakness, is being used metaphorically to refer to the strength of a line. So, using the pen on this computer, here is a weak line, right? And
uh
here is a strong line.
the pressure
Uh,
sensitivity.
Talking about exactly because this pen doesn't have stretcher sensitivity, so I believe that is what he's referring to in this context is the lack of it.
uh,
It really just gives you a one setting, that's the ite there, of a nice thick line versus the other pen, the G pen allows more like pressure sensitivity. Ah, おじいちゃんがこのペン先でプロとしてやってたからってそれじゃダメなんだよな。So he says, so your uncle, he said, he had used this Garubu pen because, uh, before because, it's fine to use as a pen. So, why is it bad that he cannot use his pen? So he's saying, why does Mashiro have to learn how to use the G pen? Why can he not use the Calibre pen? Because your uncle, he used this pen before and was a pro, right? That's what he used as a pro. So why is it bad? So the next panel goes to you, Anthony.
ダメに決まってんだろ絵に味も雰囲気も出ない。おじさんは絵が下手って開き直っててギャグだからギリありだったんだって。Oh my god. Okay, ダメに決まってんだろ。あ、ダメに。It's decided that it's no good. Any ajimo funikimo. The drawings taste and atmosphere it won't come out will not come out then oji-san wa eiga hetatte oji-san's very poor drawings talking about that hiraki naotte is to reopen it's because it's a gag giri ari datan datte oh my god giri gag datta it's since because it's a gag giri ari what's giri ari that
Um, Ari means possible, aridatta,
yeah
and giri is the adverb giri giri, which means cutting it
limit
close.
oh gi, since because it's a gag manga cutting it it's cutting it close it's at its limit.
Mm-hmm. And then the hiraki naoru here means to become defiant. So he just says, my grandpa was just like, well, my art's bad, who cares? And it was just barely okay because he was making a gag manga. If it was any other manga, they would have went, that's no good. Dayona. And he says, yeah, you're totally right. And the next bubble here goes to you, Anthony.
とにかく鉛筆で で、三角の矢、筆で水彩画描くのと全く違うんだ。ひたすら書いて慣れるしかない。あとにかく、anyway、鉛筆でデッサン書くのや、using the pencil, um, drawing a design. Is it design?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Drawing the design. Yeah.
So
Fudede.
this is a little bit confusing for you, I would assume. So we got two kakus here. 'Cause we're talking about using two different tools. So our focus of this sentence is enpetu and fude, right? And then we have the
Yeah.
pen. So we're comparing these three objects. Just wanted to clarify that for you.
Okay. Um, using the pen to draw the design drawings
No,
and
enpetu.
uh, and the what?
It's an enpitu.
Pencil.
Hi. This means pencil.
Pencil. Using the pencil to like do the design drawing, and using the food brush
Paintbrush.
to
Hi.
like the paintbrush to
This is watercolor
suicide.
paintings.
It's like called water to do a watercolor painting.
Mm,
全く違うんだ. It is complete. They are completely different. ひた
exactly.
すら書いて、um, draw, a drawing that is like even 書いて、drawing a drawing that is even 書いてなれるし。I have to become accustomed to like a straight line drawing, or else it won't do.
Nareru.
Is
Naru means will
accustomed.
become. Why are we adding, right, not ru? Why is there an ru being added here? What does that mean?
Nareru is like um to reru
What is edu?
potential
It is potential form. So now we added can to this. Can become. So this is
can
saying
become.
there's nothing I can do except get you. The only way I can get used to it, right, is if I draw it single-mindedly. So drawing it single-mindedly is the
Ah,
only thing I can do in order for it to be able to come. It's a little bit hard to pull it
okay.
together. Yeah. それにアシスタントなんていないんだから、背景や効果も自分で書かなきゃならない。On top of that, we don't have something like an assistant here. So because of that, I have to, draw all the scenery and also all of the effects from the fighting moves and stuff. I have to go draw those all by myself. And these two bubbles here go to you, Anthony.
これも昨日書いてみた。背景はカブラペンの方がうまく書ける。すごく細い線は丸ペン。So the first bubble is like これも今日書いてみた。So yesterday I also tried to draw this. 背景は、background scenery, カブラペンの方が、using the カブラpen is it's really good to like use the kabura pen. It's much better to use like the kabura pen to draw. すごく細い線は、丸ペン。So the if you are going to like there's no if so a super thin line. As for doing a super thin line, you should use like a maru pen, a
Perfect.
circle pen.
And what does he draw with the kata pen? Kabura pen.
The background
Yes.
scenery.
Perfect.
Yeah.
うめえって言わない方がいいんだろうな。最高はまだ満足してないんだろうし。Whoa, this is so good. I probably shouldn't say that though. To Psycho, he's definitely still not satisfied with this probably. And this next bubble here goes to you.
これって資料って書いてある段ボールに入ってた背景カタログってやつ見て書いたんだよな。これって資料って書いてある段ボールに入ってた。This is 資料 it's called documents 書いてある。A cardboard a document it's it's like it's a document full of like those background scenery, a drawing of those things, like lots of details on it that is put inside this like that is found inside this like cardboard.
Yeah. Basically, there's a whole bunch of books here. You kind of see in the picture here that says Haike, Kararo. So there's a whole book about different sceneries to make with the pen. And he says, 全部出して机の種に移した. And he says, yeah, I took those all out of the cardboard box and I put them onto the bookshelf. And the next bubble here goes to you, Anthony.
漫画のためのこんな資料売ってるなんて、俺、ここ来るまで知らなかった。漫画のため、こんな資料を売って。To selling 資料 such a thing as like selling this kinds of document for the sake of the manga. Until I came here, I didn't know about it.
Yep. Ima wa pasokon de daitai no basho 画像で見れるけど、絵になってると模写するだけだから簡単。And he says, so right now, when I can look up what places look like from my computer, but when I'm having to draw something, all I'm doing is like literally copying it, so it's pretty easy. It's not like I'm like editing it or anything, like doing like fun stuff. で、効果ってなんだっけ? He says, well, so what is the result? 全部の机の中に入ってたんじゃん. And he says, didn't I go put them all inside of my desk? And let's see how far this is going. Yeah, we'll do three more lines. That seems like a good stopping stuff. So this panel right here is for you, Anthony.
これな、番号で、アシスタントに、指示出してたみたいだけど、まず自分でできなきゃ、これな、this, 番号で、番号でアシスタントに指示出してたみたいだ。It's the with the numbers, it's able to like indicate to the assistant. It's CG does. Is able to like indicate and submit to the assistant, but まず自分でできなきゃ。But oneself to oneself, to oneself, they cannot. It's not able. If it's not able to
なきゃならない。
do it, then not. Okay. So if まず first of all, but first, 自分でできなきゃ. If I'm not able to do it by myself, then it won't do.
Yep. And what does the shingo tell us right here?
Bango is number.
Sorry, bongo. Exactly. So he has to go write down the bongo to tell the assistant what thing to draw. 一応書き方の載ってる漫画のテクニックなんて本もあったから出したけど、まだやってない。So, so things like different techniques of what to do for manga drawing, right? I really haven't ever done it before, but I did, there's a lot of books on it and I've taken them out that explains these kind of manga drawing stuff, techniques. And the next two bubbles here goes to you, Anthony.
一日でそこまでできるわけないって。スクリーントーンだって自分で貼らなきゃならない。一日で、そこまで。Until that,
What does
so
wake
through
nai mean?
一日、わけない。There's no reason.
It
It's
could be
not
that, but
possible.
in this, it's not possible, is what it's saying in this context.
Yeah. 一日でそこまででき、it's not, doing it every day, daily, is not possible そこまで to do those things.
Yep.
スクリーン、スクリーントーンだって、スクリーントーンだって自分で貼らなきゃならない。If the screen tone doesn't, about the screen tone, if it doesn't, it's not able to stick by itself, then it won't do.
Now, yes. If it's not, if you cannot stick it, it will not do. But he's saying if I cannot stick it, 自分で. So he
Ah,
says I have to stick the
oh,
tree screen tone because that's his job. Which the screen tone is a type of transparent sticker, uh, in traditional making manga. So yeah, you can't get this done in one day.
okay.
あ、そっか。やることいっぱいあるな. I see. Well, there's, I guess, a lot of things you have to get done then. And this bubble goes to you.
18、wait. 持ち込みできるような ようなもの書くまでにどれだけマスターしなきゃならないことあるんだって。今、さら気づかされて焦った。Oh my god. 持ち込みと carry できるようなもの書くまで、to carry in, carry, carry the things that I can seem like I can do. 書く、書くまでにどれだけ、how much, あ、あ、書くまで、oh my god. Kaku to draw until drawing it to how much can I draw until that マスターしなきゃならないことマスターし yeah, mastering it if I don't master it it won't do the thing about like if I'm not able to like master it then it won't do exist. 今更 at this stage 気づかされて焦った at this stage noticing it me noticing it uh, I'm hurrying it.
Yeah. So when
Well,
basically when he realized the fact that, oh my God, it's going to take so much time for me to like master all these techniques, I'm like, I'm in a hurry. I'm like, oh, I want to get married to Azuki. I just, he has so much he has to master, and there's just not enough time to like really hammer in all these subjects and basically hold these abilities. 止まってる人間は簡単だけど、動き、表情、構図、自分の頭の中で全てやらなきゃならない。So he says, I can like totally draw people who are like not walking, they're just frozen. But when I have to draw movements and expressions and figure out the structure of everything, I have to like figure that all out inside of my own head. And the next bubble will go to you.
生物がや風景が描くのとは全く違う。どれだけ時間かかるか。あ生物が、生物、divine, 生物 is still life drawing? Or what's 生物 Molly?
You're right, it's still life drawing. I thought it was animals for a second.
Okay.
So so that's just, uh like when someone has like the apple and the banana and it's in the basket. That's a seibutsu, still
Okay.
life drawing.
Okay. Still life drawing and 風景が background atmosphere background drawing あ drawing those things 全く違う is completely different どれだ how much time it takes to like draw those things is completely different.
So that this is like a different sentence here. どれだけ時間かかるか? How long is this going to take? right?
Ah,
Because
okay.
remember, he's in a panic. He's like, oh my gosh, there's so many things I have to do. And these two things right here are probably things he did in class, right? Mashiro is kind of like an art major, kind of, in his school. Everybody knows that he's a good drawer, basically, right? He won awards and stuff for like drawing things, but not for drawing manga, right? We basically learn that he's done things with pencil, right? Which is probably more of the seibutsuka, the still life drawings, right? Probably it's more charcoal drawings. And well, the fukeiga is probably more likely being like scenery he has to do with his watercolor art. Like you could do either with a pencil or watercolor, but I'm just like saying since we know he has both previous skills in it. 今思うとじいさんがズーブの城から3年でデビューしたってすごいと思う。You know, now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that my uncle, who was a total amateur, had no art knowledge at all, managed to debut in only 3 years, that's amazing. あの人、G ペンどころか、ホワイトの存在知らないで、少し心配したら、そのページすべて書き直してたらしいから。You know, that guy right there, he didn't know about the existence of whiteout, so he was using like a G pen, right? Like an ink pen. And sometimes, you know, he might make a little bit of a mistake, right? Spill a little bit of ink. And when that happens, he has to go over and redraw the entire page. バカだけど、すげえ. That is so idiotic, but wow, amazing. And this is where we're going to stop. Seems like a good fishing
Oh,
spot.
okay.
So I'll stop the